I hit record. Hello, everybody. Hang on. Watch this. Well, not watch this, listen to this. I have no idea if that came out in the video, but hopefully you guys heard it. It's one of those days. We're going to take it easy. So, I won't be playing any music today because for some reason my mics aren't sounding good, and I don't know why. I tried to fix it before the stream. It's also why I'm a little late. No idea why. I'll figure it out later. And then, I guess another thing I wanted to bring up was, sorry, I wasn't facing into my mic. I might sound a little better. I adjusted my EQ settings once more for like the 10,000th time or something like that, it feels like. I think my voice sounds a little more that it should be. All I did was reduce the lower registers, because I think my voice was being a little too boomy. So like right now it is default settings. Whatever that means. Anyways, welcome back. Episode 225. We're still going. I did a couple of things off camera. Just a little bit. Really, the main... Well, actually, not a little bit. It was a lot. The shuttle schematic did finish. I made sure to craft this on the last episode at the end of it. We actually were able to craft all of this super expensive stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised. But it also ate, like, all of our resources. Another thing we did was crafted a couple of these lasers. Yeah, the laser source hatches, which I was intending on adding those to these guys down here. So you can start moving power into our next branch, which is going to be powering these machines. And then I also upgraded our UU matter setup. All I did was upgrade the machine from CPM to UV. So that's what this guy's doing now. Just a little more UU matter, because I keep running out now. I need to do something about this. I think the best way to do this is using the matter fabricator. It is a little pricey though. I mean, the controller itself, not too bad, but it's like this containment casing stuff. This is a little pricey, and then we already know how I feel about quantum anomalies, so I'll leave that for now. But this is going to be way better than what we had before. And that's pretty much... excuse me, that's pretty much it. The rest of it was just checking on things, making sure like my base didn't shut down. And I guess one of the more important things was, how are we doing on our fuel? We have a good amount of liquid-based fuel. Liquid air is good. Cryothium is good. Atomic separation catalyst is a little worrisome. I may have to do something about that. And I noticed it was because we ran out of Tiberium, the actual dust, because we're not mining this anymore because I stole the void miner. But I may also have to change some recipes so that we don't use Tiberium, because I don't really think we need to otherwise. Yeah, because I think I'm doing something with this, with Tiberium. I forget which recipe it was, but anyways, something's up with our separation catalyst, and we need to build this up. And I'm even considering doing like a passive automation for this stuff, because we do level maintaining, but for some reason it bugs out sometimes. Let me check on this. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you would have to do to get this going. No, it looks like it was able to craft. We'll watch it. Another thing I've noticed we have issues with was seaweed broth. We use seaweed broth down the road to get, well, of course, TCDE seaweed. It's really hard for me to say. Yeah, this stuff. And we kind of ran out of it for our Bacterial vat setup. That's doing the raw biocatalyst medium stuff. So it's a little slow going. And I think whenever we run out, it kind of it bugs out. But you know what? I'm not too worried about it because we also have not too much, but we have the processed stuff. The 15 million of this, which actually is the one that matters. This is what's used to make all the other stuff. So we have a lot of that, which is actually more than we've ever had before. But next couple of steps I'm thinking of is to continue with more bacterial vat automation. This is the this is the most out of all the machines I've ever built, you know, as a whole, the bacterial vat has been the one that's been automated the most. And our goal right now is to get yeast fluid. We need this to get penicillin. A very small chance of penicillin. And then we use that penicillin to get this petri dish, which unlocks the C-noxine for us. And we need C-noxine for basically the rest of the game. So once I get this yeast fluid, we should be okay, but I don't know, it's going to be a little tricky. So in order to start off with that, I need to move. I need to set up another active transformer. I need a superconductor coil block. Thank you. Yeah, our level maintainers are bugged out again. I hate them. Trying to get away from level maintaining, but sometimes I just need to. Like, what's wrong with you? Where are you? Oh, no, it's crafting. Oh, you know what? It might be because if items are stuck. That's another thing I've found out, is that items get stuck somewhere. Let me see here. I'm going to put a 0 there. Submit it. Yeah, it's busted again. It thinks it's trying to craft it, but you're not actually trying to craft it. What if I do this? Cancel it. No, it's bugged out. Fine. Let me get some of... Let me try something here. Pretty much just going to move the level maintainer for it. So I get a couple of you. Oops, never mind. Not too much. It's too much. The the thing starts complaining, and you don't want that. Let's get one of you. I just need a little bit on hand. And take that off. Put this back in storage. Now you. What's wrong with you? You're fine. Get out of here. And then give it to, I don't know, this guy. It's a separation catalyst, right? This stuff here. A million of it. Sure. And then we'll try again. So if there's any advice that I have to give is to get away from level maintaining, because there's just a lot of bugs with it. I don't think I'll fully understand, but yeah, it's something I have to deal with sometimes. Okay, now let's check this guy. It says they're crafting. You see that, right? And now it's crafting. All right. No idea why that works, but I'm not going to complain about it. Anyways, let's work on transformer casings. I forget what you called. High power casing, right? Now, where the power goes is a good question, and I don't know how to answer that. I think what I'm going to do from now on is power goes on this transformer. So the first block is where it gets power from the other branch, and I think the middle is where I want to start extending out. And the middle is going to be under the actual AE2 interface stuff. So right here, face down. This is the center, so this is where the block goes. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, this one's a little weird because I did this. I would like the power to be right there, but I can't actually do that. So just you are gonna be pointing the other way. And I hate that, but you know what they say, oh well. Make do with what you got. So we're looking for laser hatches. And I'm going to be moving how much? 4096. So 4096 laser source and laser target. Source is energy extracting terminal. Turn that off for a little bit. All my machines are going to shut down. And then turn it back on. Right there. And then you will get all the power. Now, for me to actually move the power is... I'll do 64 amp dynamo hatch, I think. Dynamo hatch. How much? I said 64 amp. Is UV power too much? Nah. I'm probably going to want UV power out here anyways. 64 amps of UV should be okay. It's not that expensive, I don't think. It doesn't look too expensive. We'll keep it like that. So you're going to have a transformer here, and you're going to start powering everything. And then I guess while all that's going, let's collect this stuff over here. All of this stuff. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I did on the last episode, I think I did like a little pattern here to create one bacterial vat piece of paper, and it's going to give me basically all of this stuff. So I can, and I pretty much use all of this to automate the bacterial vats. This way I don't have to like keep picking and choosing, spending time to find all of this random stuff, especially when there's like a lot of bacterial vats I have to automate. So we'll set them up. So you go right there, right there, right there. And then you're going to get activity detector cover and redstone receiver internal. That is on top. That is on the bottom. It's pretty much going to be set up the same way as all the other ones. So this one is a lamp. This one is black steel frame box. That's how it is, right? Yeah. Okay. And then this one is transmitter external. This one is receiver external. Yeah, okay, I don't trust that. I'm a little nervous that that instant that I unplugged the power killed all of our machines. that tends to happen sometimes. But I try to have machine controllers and all of this stuff. So I guess we'll see over time. Probably missed some, right? But we'll see over time if something shut down. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So that's pretty much all the work I need to do. Nope, I need the auto taping maintenance hatch, which I didn't actually ask. I forgot about that. I need one of you. So you can actually share maintenance hatches up here. Right there. So all four of them will share the stuff. And then all four will also share the radio hatch. which I didn't ask. There's a lot of stuff that it's asking for. I'm not gonna give it a UV one. It's a little too much. And need a better way of like connecting everything. So the interface is going to go one block right here. And then translocators over here, one on the radio hatch that I'm crafting. Okay, that should be done. So you go right there. I'm going to give it a muffler hatch or a muffler upgrade because this thing is kind of loud. Translocator. And then super tank. I would like it to face down just to match all the other stuff. And then fluid detector wireless. And then a normal one right here. Yes. And they both share stocking input. So one right there. And one right there. I need a couple of fluid inputs. What's a good number to have? This one can do up to 5,000 and 500 times 1,001 actually. But you are like just water. If you're just water, you get a reservoir hatch. Need two of you. Okay. It does not take that long. You're lying to me. It really doesn't. And you guys are going to share it as well. So one there and one there. Okay. So now you have plenty of water. So this is a little more simple because I don't have to deal with like two of these guys. Actually, I don't need to deal with this anymore. This is going to be a lot more simpler. I'm also going to need output hatches and what's the best amount? 5,005 is the maximum that it can output. So, what am I thinking here? If I use an LV input hatch, that is, I need to keep half filled, so 8,000 plus another 5,000. This should be enough. So, LV input hatches, it is. That's too much. Right there. So I can put you right there, one right there. Not input, it's meant to be output, by the way. I knew that. I was just testing you guys. LV output hatch. Yeah, 4 of them. Totally knew that. Okay. Then red alloy on each one. And then item conduit. Like that. And you have fluid tanks right here. And then you want the ender fluid conduits to input into the super tank. So extract always active and insert. Okay. And then what else? Fluid storage bus can go right here. And you're going to have common yeast fluid. mean, you can also use this to make liquid DNA for a fluorescent. I don't know why I said that so weird. Fluorescent DNA. Yeah, I don't know why I said that so weird. What do you use for? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. And then you don't need any export buses. I don't think I need you guys anymore. Yeah, that should be everything. Next step, I think, is to actually set up the frequencies for this and then the redstone control to keep this working. So I got a little document off camera over here. I have no idea what APS is. No idea. Anyways, common yeast fluid. I'm just going to put yeast. Yeast, and this will be frequency 2000. Just so I can remember about it next time. And then I would configure this guy to 2000 and invert 63 million, just like that. And then I basically tell all of these guys the same thing. So this guy is frequency 2000. You are frequency 2000. And so are all the other ones. What do you mean incomplete structure? What's going on with you? You don't have problems. Don't lie to me. You're missing an energy hash. That's why. That's fine. Let's set this up first. Energy hatches. You're a very fast recipe, so I might as well give you like. I mean, I usually just stick to the same thing. Give them all CPM. Because I can't be bothered like making other tiers of energy hatches. Oh, you know what? I probably should have done that as well. Actually made a ton of energy hatches. I forgot about that. Oops. Can I still do that? Can I be saved? Because I'm running low. Let's make 10. Yeah, I can. They're not that bad. Okay, the guys are all fine now. We should have the petri dishes on hand. That's not how you spell petri dishes. These guys. I'm looking for Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Common yeast. Yeah, you guys. What he said. All right. So how do I know the redstone signal works? Should give this guy a lever. Right now they're off, and if I flick the lever, that light should be on, and they're all on. All right. I'm learning the secrets of redstone, of these covers. You have to set the frequency once they're all set. Like all the covers you're gonna use that have that frequency, they must be set, like placed. If you have a bunch of like covers with the frequency, like for example, I have this. This one is set to 6969. Nice. If I were to add another one with frequency 6969, it'll break. Or at least I'm pretty sure it'll break. It was dark this whole time. I just turned on the lights. Forgot about that. I always turn off the lights so I can get better. What's the word? Ambience? Dynamo hatch. I also want a transformer. I want this one to be able to step up from 64 amps of UV to 16 amps of UHV. And then I use HSS S cables, these guys, to move the power around. That is the idea. So you go there, then I can pretty much plug you in already, actually, but I won't until I know I have enough power right there. I'm curious why this is taking so long. Never mind, it's just slow. The heck, you can just make plutonium? I guess it makes sense with the fusion reactor, right? Yeah. A future, like, major goal I would like to have is to make a compact fusion Mark III. I'm probably going to skip the Mark II. I do need it, though, so I can study, like, research it, I think. Yeah, I still need to make it, the controller itself, and then I'll use the controller also for, I don't know, something. But I would like to have a compact fusion Mark more than one, because right now we only have Mark 1 compact. That guy was expensive. It's funny because, like, if I were to try to craft it again, I would not be able to. Which means I have no idea why I was able to craft it in the first place. Make all of our seaweed broth right here. You know what? I can actually cannibalize this because this is not being used at all. No, this isn't being used anymore because we took off the muted or the bio catalyst stuff. I'll destroy this. And I can harvest its goodies. I will take you. I don't know where you guys came from. Oh no, you're from the craft. That's right. I actually need those. Let's break onto this, and I even get one of those maintenance hatchets. Those are always nice to have. I'm just gonna dump my inventory back in storage. Right there.
Drink of the day?
Drink of the day. I still don't hear my alerts. All my sounds are messing up. First, my marimba audio is being all funny. Don't know why. Drink of the day is actually, I have water. I don't have the camera set up right now either. Well, actually, no, I do. Hang on. I'll do the due diligence. Is that even the right word to say? I don't know. But I got 2 drinks going on. And aside from that, I actually did like the most Texas thing, I think. I think you can say the most Texan thing, and I got pecan beer. I didn't know such a thing existed. That is the adult beverage for today. It's actually not that bad. It literally tastes like I'm drinking a cookie. All right, we need HSS, whatever. That stuff. Oops. Okay, so you need you right there. And you're going to be step up and face up. Right there. Step up, output UHV. That's where I plug in all of this stuff here. Right there. And then I need the laser vacuum pipe. I would love these mirrors, but I can actually craft them now. Oh yeah, I can. It's just that it takes forever because chromatic glass is such a slow recipe. Look at this. 300 seconds at UHV. I can't do that right now. Because I'm pretty sure our... Is there a way to make molten chromatic glass? Oh, DTPF. You won't finish everything today. I mean, there's a 50-50 chance I will. Either I do it or I don't. Same thing goes for you. You won't finish your new song today. Uh-oh, I leaked it by accident. Sorry. I was jamming out to it earlier. It's pretty nice. It's a good song. Paint. Paint all of you guys. And paint. So now you have power. You have... Hopefully enough. You're not powered, right? Nope, you're not. Dynamo hatch. Okay. UV 64 amp. Step up into 16 amps of UHV. And you are HSSS cable, which can support the 16 amps of UHV. You have 2 of them? Damn. Turn on. Don't explode. No explosions. That's good. All right, so now I have thick power going into here. So the thing is about my... I don't really like my power net because I don't know if it's going to survive. Yes, I'm pushing 4096 amps, but I don't know how much of that I'm like throttling. Is that the right word? I don't know how much like power it can support. This is also basically these 3 networks are supporting 4096 amps. I don't know how much of that power is actually being used. So I guess we'll see. That's what I was intending on doing whenever I try to craft these source hatches. I'm trying to have every single active transformer do the same power so that it's a little easier to figure out how much I'm using. This way I can just do the math at the superconductor or supercapacitor, sorry. I don't even know what language I'm speaking anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to give, actually what I need to do next is color code this stuff. Where's my... where is it? Help me find it. Conduit probe. So I kind of made like the random decision. I mean, it's still a 50-50 chance, but like there's a part of me that just wants to go take a walk at Enchanted Rock. Don't anyone else feel that? You just want to take a walk at some park, some national park, no, state park, sorry, it's not a national park. I've definitely been feeling that lately. Gotta stretch my legs. I've been wanting to go over there for quite a while. I think I should do that more often. Just take random, like random weekend mornings. Just go to a state park, you know, or even a national park, about the ones nearby. That's how it's Enchanted Rock is like the most populated park in the entire world, I think, or something like that. There's tons of people there. How are you the only one on your own leaderboard for top clips? What does that mean? I need some wireless connectors. I'm gonna add a new one to our whatever's going on over here. Do I know what any of this connects to? Nope. Stream share. The also known as a channel that I don't even know exists sometimes. All-time top clips, it's just me. Hell yeah. It's because a lot of those are like worked. You know, they're not the raw clips. It's like I actually cut them. I don't actually know. Good question. Can't answer that. What's the top clip? blocks of flesh are nasty. People like that. It's just me laughing, I think. And also Ritz. I think Ritz was laughing in that one also. Alright, so now you have power. So the good thing about this one is that I don't actually have to spend any extra for... Well, what do you call it? Export buses. Because usually I would have like 4 of them. Now I don't need to. Circuit 1. And you're going to have... Oh, sugar, beep, 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 beep. But you're going to have sugar. Why are you connecting over here? Chill. And you are also going to have circuit 1. Sugar. So you have a circuit for whatever reason. Do you actually make more stuff in the bacterial vat besides? Yes, you do. That's what the circuit's for. Because otherwise, I can make beer and a bunch of other stuff. Generic high proof. If you use circuit 2, sugar and like water, with the same petri dish. That's funny. Alcohol pops. Oh, okay. It really is just making alcohol. Is yeast considered an alcohol? Is that how it works? I don't know. I still remember when I went to that brewery, and along the way I saw I saw like a road. Like I think you guys heard me talk about it before, but yeah, I was going to a brewery somewhere nearby, and one of the roads was called Buffalo Ranch Trail or something like that. It made my night. It's so funny. What's not funny is that I don't have any sugar, but that's also not exactly untrue, or not exactly true, because if I check my oxygen producer, we have 1 billion sugar in here. We have that much sugar. So I can actually rig this, I think. Yeah, I can totally rig this. So this is what I'm going to... Well, first of all, how many channels do I have over here? Pineapple has... Let me get my... This is still using the P2P setup, which is very outdated. 27 channels. I can do this. So I just need a storage bus and an interface for this, and I think that's pretty much it. Watch this, watch this, watch this. So we're gonna add a cable right there, and then a storage bus. And you're going to be extract only sugar, and then you are going to be an interface. And I think that is literally it. So now if I check my storage, not SUF, sugar. Yeah, we have access to all that sugar that's being stored right here. So this is technically 1.005, I think. I think I added too many zeros or missed a zero, but that's over 1 billion sugar we have access to now. And that's just a result of this existing for a very long time, and I haven't needed that much oxygen. Or I produce more oxygen than I consume. All of that from sugar beets. Who would have thought? Sugar beets is way better than pumping from, like, literally a planet. Would have never known. I need a couple of these transformers. I'm going to add one of you. And not you. That's too big. This one. So really what is next is you just need power and you should be good to go, actually. Yeah, I think you should be good to... No. You need radioactivity. What's your radioactivity? None. Oh, you don't need radioactivity. Okay, well, this is kind of a waste then. Stream share. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm all for it. Today was such a busy week at work. It was wild. Every day it seemed like I had to do something weird. I don't really know how to explain it. Transfers and stores extreme amounts of heat without any loss. What is this? And why does this look super? Oh, it's for the God Forge. Never mind, don't touch it. So I don't actually need this. So I'm not going to have it. I'm just going to leave the, you know what? No. Let's take this guy out. Well, that makes things so much easier that I don't actually have to set up a radio hatch. Because that's kind of cringe. Okay. So if I get the transformers that I was asking for, I'm going to get you, and then while I'm working on this stuff, make 10 of each so that I have them ready for next time. And also, I already have that. Okay. So you're going to be CPM UV, like that. CPM UV. Make sure that none of them are facing the wrong way. They should all be facing down, 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 down. Isn't that a song? I know you guys know this song. Don't lie to me. Who's it by? Those guys, that kind of music reminds me of it's gonna sound funny, but I mean I've also talked about this before, right? But that sort of music, I guess pop music from the 2000s, I think. I don't know. I'm not really good with age and like recognizing music from time, eras of time. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyway, songs like that remind me of the group fitness class that I attend on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's so cool. Don't explode. I gotta focus on this before I cause explosions. But yeah, speaking of work, it's been a pretty weird week this week. And most of it started because, well, from what I can explain was that earlier in the processing line, someone flipped cameras around when they weren't supposed to, and that caused an entire disaster. Because they moved the cameras around, and we have pallets of like 4 different PCB arrays that have barcodes on them, so they get scanned, and then depending on what they get scanned with, they get programmed with a serial number, right? And way later in the processing line is me at end of line. And so they put these units that are fully built. I test them, and the dudes have the wrong serial number. And I pointed it out, and it was a whole fire trying to figure out what happened. But the answer to that was, yeah, cameras got flipped around. Caused a whole mess. And I had nothing to do with that problem, but now I'm stuck with it because I have to figure out a way to reprogram them. Which I did figure out, but it took me like 2 days. But yeah, it was a busy week this week. Something different happened like every single day. I guess the moral of the story is make sure your camera is in the right position, because you can get some real nasty things happening if not. Okay, I think everything is plugged in. You got power. I am thirsty. 1 second. Okay. I need to get water, actually. Damn. Okay. If I turn you on, you should work. If not, I'm going to cry. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it's actually really fast. I'm going to let it keep going until it gets enough for halfway full. It's basically there already. Yeah, okay, that was pretty quick. And then next up is I'm going to pretty much get all of the fluids here. I mean, it's so fast, and it doesn't really use a lot of stuff. Do I even need to worry about keeping this optimized? I probably should. It's just good practice, right? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's just sugar and water. Like, who cares? So, no, it will matter because otherwise I'm going to be producing like the lowest amount each time. Okay, let's do that. Let's get the where is it? I already lost it. The yeast. Yeah. Thank you. Let's collect it from each of these dudes. But yeah, KGN, your discussion on wires just got me thinking about that. It was a busy week, what I'm trying to say. Okay, we have common yeast fluid being stored. And then your filter to common yeast fluid. Okay. So now we have this being, well, not really produced yet because I have to like actually make sure it works. So I'm going to do output 5005. It might be too fast with the actual circuit stuff, but you know what? I'll keep it like that. So you actually are going to have a different amount. Let me do this. Right there. Okay. I learned something. It's hard to solder if it's hard to see. Yeah. Yeah, I've experienced that before. It still reminds me that you know something like that reminds me of the absolute gymnastics you need to have to like work on HVAC sometimes, or heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Because you got to deal with welding there sometimes, right? And like sometimes the actual soldering point, whatever you want to call it, is on the bottom, and when it's like a couple inches off the floor, and you can't, go under that. You have to do like some kind of, gymnastics with the mirrors, and it's just the whole thing. Good times, good times. Let's get some empty cells. How much fluid am I going to need? These are LV output hatches, so 8 times 4 is 32. I just need 32. Hurry up. I have water cell for whatever reason here. Okay, there. No, I can't store that here? Really? Why not? That is so weird. Alright, you know what? You're becoming universal cells. I should be able to store you here. Yeah, okay, that's weird. I guess there's no cell for that stuff. Alright, you get 8. You get 8. Problem is, if I miss my soldering iron, 0.15 millimeters, it desolders other wires. Oh, I got you. Yeah, heat transfer is a wild thing. And it's like, you can't really do much about it either. It's just there. I guess we'll give it a try. It's going to be a little slower, but it is going to output each time. It might even be running way too fast, honestly. We're not fast enough, apparently. Yeah, okay, no, yeah, it's running too quick. So, I think what I'm going to do about this is use like a cheap conduit, I think. Or a pipe. I'll use a wooden pipe. Yeah, let's do like a cheap pipe just to like keep it flowing nonstop or something. I guess I'll use wooden pipes because I can. How much heat is common yeast fluid? That should be fine. All right, that means I don't actually need you. Let me turn this off first. I can do debugging. So it looks like we're actually producing the stuff so fast that our the conduits can't keep up, which is a good and bad thing. Because it's bad because our automation setup doesn't really work, but it's good because if it runs fast and it's cheap, who cares? Just pump it all. Which does mean I can actually salvage all of you guys because I'm not really using any of this. I still need the wrench though. Right there. Okay. There's probably like a pump shenanigans I can do to ensure that it works extremely efficiently. But again, we have 1 billion sugar and infinite water. Who cares? I know I don't. But we'll just do this. All right. So I'm gonna keep. I guess I'm gonna keep that much for emergency, just in case. You never know, right? And I'm pretty sure once I actually get xenoxine, I don't need yeast anymore. I guess we'll see, right? All right, and then I'm just gonna throw everything away. Sure. I have to run the soldering iron at 480C to heat the wire enough so the handle gets warm at the temperatures. I mean, doesn't that just mean it's not a good soldering iron? You might want another one. I don't know. I do have to admit that I'm not like very well practiced with soldering. Set this to 1000 like that. 1000. I guess that works. Okay. I guess I don't have a sense of reference for how hot 480 degrees is because I again, I don't work on soldering too much. I just don't have a reference. Okay, so we'll see here if it's able to build up. It looks like it's not. So I think it would be a good idea to have a, well, no, it's building up. I think this is fine. If it builds up, that is totally fine with me. Yeah. It's one of the best irons you can buy without something. Oh, okay, totally understandable. Okay, so this works. Yeah, we're steadily building up yeast. Speaking of yeast, I got some cookies in the fridge. They're monster cookies. Hell yeah. Got like little M&M bits in it. Pecans and oats. And I think that's also why. And then I'm also drinking pecan beer. I don't know. I just thought I'd do the most Texas thing and get pecans. Even the beer tastes like I'm drinking a cookie. Okay, I never really explained why I'm doing all of this for xenoxine. That is because it is used especially for opticals and radox. I need this stuff for radox. So yeah, you need a lot of this stuff. This is going to be fun to deal with, I guess. Yeah. Fermented bacterial sludge is very little mutagen. I'll come back to that. Okay. So we have yeast, not yeet. Yeast. Now, what do I do with this to get this petri dish? This is what we're really after. To get this petri dish, I need not that one. What is this? Oh, do I need you? I might. Okay, no, don't tell me to do whatever this is. Oh no. Plasmid sample. Isn't a plasmid from... Where's it from again? BioShock, right? Isn't that what the powers are in that game? I've played both BioShock. Oh, technically all three, right? 1, 2, and Infinite. I think my favorite one has been 2. But 1 is pretty good too. Okay, how the heck? Barnarda Fissaboritoris fluid. I'm not going to do that to get more of this. I don't think anyone is going to do that. So I'm probably going to have to stick with this recipe. Okay, so I need this petri dish over here. And then I use that to get detergent powder. What do you even hear for extract? Ugh. Well, I don't know why this gives a detergent, but I need to figure out a way to get vines. How the heck? There's no rest. All right, it looks like I'm gonna have to have a big wall of cobblestone just for vines. Do I have any vines in storage? Well, I have thorn vines. I can use this, right? Does this grow? I can also go to the nether for this, right? I know this grows everywhere. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know. But we need these petri dishes. I need a lot of them, actually. I mean, the other option is to do this. Oh, you know what? I can switch them up. Yeah, I can switch it up. This is doing the same thing as the other one. So I just need like a couple of these. And then I can mass produce the other stuff. Okay. All right, let's try that. So I need a couple of these petri dishes, which is unknown liquid, sterilized, and Barnarda sea wood. So what I'm going to do is actually repair this thing because I never repair it. You know what? You're getting a taping maintenance hatch, so I never have to worry about you. Very kind of expensive, right? But it's expensive, kind of an expensive solution, but it is very much needed. So pick up the unknown liquid. We got a ton of you. Put that much there. And then we get Barnarda sea wood. I have none. So we warp to Barnard Sea. And of course it's raining. Sorry about the rain. It's super loud in this dimension for whatever reason. I gotta change that. Oh no. What's the volume here? That's weather. Okay. I mean, a little bit of ambient weather is okay. It's still way too loud. No, 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 no. It's loud. Okay, I think it's better. We'll see. Let's go. All right, I just had to update. All right. So I need a couple of this Barnard C wood. Just gonna chop down a tree. Actually, don't I have a lumber axe? I know I have a lumber axe. Because I know we brought back like pretty much everything from the old base, and that should have included a lumber axe. Unless it's in my inventory. Let me have my sledgehammer here. I haven't used that in forever. I know I've made a lumber axe. I'm not going crazy. I have the shovel here. OG pick. No, I guess not. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna... I mean, I can do this real quick. Not a problem. It's not gonna look very nice, right? I'm gonna leave my mark here. That's probably enough. I mean, I can also just manually farm this. No, don't do that. The amount of Barnard C wood that you're gonna need for industrialization is kind of ridiculous. You don't want to do that. Let's get a bunch of these petri dishes. I need sterilized petri dish. What are you talking? What? No nitrogen. Uh-oh, something's using up nitrogen. Oh, that's because you're not even working. You get an auto maintenance hatch as well. This is our main nitrogen producer. You're always having issues. I should craft these like ahead of like overnight so that this doesn't happen. All right, so we're getting nitrogen built up. Probably means our nitrobenzene also shut down a while back because it relies on heavily on ammonia. Yep. Probably what happened to you guys. Now I'll come back to that. Anyways, I needed the sterilized petri dishes. There we go. It also probably stopped other processes somewhere that uses nitrogen. Okay, this is how you do it, right? I just need like a couple of you. And I'll leave that for a while. Okay, while this is processing, let's work on all the other stuff here. What's the difference? I don't get it. It looks like I can use either or. There's a quest for this stuff. I'm thinking like UV. No? CPM? No, UV? Yeah, all of this stuff. So let's say you made some kind of culture, but you want more of it. You only need one per vat, but they're consumed when making DNA samples. So you should probably learn how. Okay, start off. You'll need to get an eco. Okay, it's going to teach me. Centrifuge that to make liquid DNA. Combine it with radon in the mixer to make fluorescent DNA. Fluorescent the DNA. Yeah. E. coli, whatever can be centrifuged for plasma membranes. To search for items. What? I didn't want to learn this. Not some biochemist. It seems kind of interesting. A bunch of the fluids have incorrect spelling. Don't blame me for it. Who is me? copy a culture, you need a sterilized petri dish, plasma membrane made from stem cells. Is there something for xenoxine? That's a lot of words. I'll probably read that off camera. But I'm looking for xenoxine. It's in the UHV quest line, so I definitely skipped it. That's right over here. What? Don't make me make general purpose fermenting bacteria. To make the next tier plastic, redox, or the next tier S&Ds, you will need xenoxine. It's a bit tricky. The recipe is similar to the general purpose one. Remember that all recipes in this chain are low probability recipes. Your first step is to make the Barnarda Fis culture and then the data orb. If you didn't grab the saplings and dirt previously... Oh, okay. I can probably set up the tree growth simulator now. I forgot about that. If I need more. Use the same recipe as for the general purpose one, but use the data orb for Barnarda Fis instead of common yeast. You should get the Barnarda Fis plasmid. Again, it's the same recipe for the next step, but with T set E. Fucus serratus culture and the Barnarda Fis plasmid. This should produce the Xenoxine Xenoxis culture. It's a 7.5% chance. The heck are you talking about? So I'm looking for whatever this is. I see the progress. That looks like a spider. Biblically accurate soldering. So I'm assuming I just need to do this. I need the plasmid sample flask. I'm a little confused here. I'll figure this out though. I think I have to do both of this. This is a pretty, this is a thing. Oh, I need E. coli. I do need E. coli. Alright, fine. We're gonna have to do this. But the good thing is that it's kind of like the same. It's just sugar and water without any radiation, so that works out kind of a good amount. Okay, let's follow the quest line in the UV. And let's do this. Got to do basically all of this. Hey, Drifter, it's going pretty good. I'm learning about bacteria. It's a little bit of a... It's a thing I got to figure out. I think the first step is to make E. coli, I imagine. No, I'm way past wetware. So wetware's done. I'm in UHV. No, technically UEV. So we're way past that. It's just that I'm trying to work towards Radox, which needs Xenoxine, which needs a bunch of stuff. I don't fully understand it. So you're learning on camera here, which is never fun because I'm a little bit of a slow learner, I admit. Can't deny that. I think what's going to happen is I have to copy this stuff over here. Wetware is the bio stuff. It's like you use bio cells for this. No, stem cells, sorry. Bio cells are biomutated circuits. That's these guys. So we already have like this stuff automated. I have a bacterial vat for this stuff. It's just that like getting these petri dishes, it was super simple. You just need the fluid and stuff, and that's it. But Xenoxine, to get the Xenoxine petri dish, it's a whole thing, and I don't understand it, but that is part of the learning experience. And I think this quest over here kind of explains how to do it. Hey, Phoenix. I'm a patient person, both when it comes to learning things and also micro soldering KGN. I'm completely okay with it. Let's try to do this. So it looks like I have to follow these steps. I'm going to follow the steps. We need Petri dish. E. coli. Yeah, we're making E. coli. I need fermented spider eye, water, and sterilized Petri dish. I don't even know if I have any fermented spider eye. I didn't get a single one of you. That's
only one more after this one.
Fine. Only one more after this one. And then never watch the stream again so you don't have to lose the points. Sterilize Petri dish, one right there, and then a bunch of water. This one, just one. I'm now mad at Drifter. Oh, I think I set it up so only one person can claim it. I think. Is that why you're mad, Phoenix? Totally understand if you're mad. Okay, so to get this, I just need a ton of fermented spider eyes, which I don't know if I can even make. I mean, I can set up a recipe for it, sure. But I need spider eyes, which is it's a thing. Am I gonna farm spiders? I think I need to do this. What's a good way to get spider eyes? No, I have to set up a mob, whatever. Because I haven't done this. This is an entire rabbit hole. I just need like, so that this all started. How do you not have a spider spawner? Because I just don't need spiders. I haven't needed any spiders until now. I wonder how fast a UEVC will go. Pretty fast. And actually, it's probably a good thing to have set up somewhere, but I don't have it. You know what? I do have this EEC, which has just existed for a very long time. And we don't do anything with it. So I'm probably going to set it up to be like passive, or not passive, but manual. So if I need a certain something, I would just do that certain something. We only have Ender Creeper and Staboloid constructs. I thought we had more, but I guess not. Because of a nonsense. You're getting mad at me if when it used to be just once a day. This guy's not even plugged in. Alright, you're getting took. Slowly but surely, the machines in this room are getting took, one by one. Whenever I need to move them, I do that. But most of them are kind of just hanging out. Half of them are probably not even powered or doing anything. But I'll just leave it like that. Okay, I need a EEC over here. How do I build this thing? It's a 5x5. So right there. What's the most iridium glass that I have? Or not iridium glass, borosilicate glass that I have. I think it is iridium. I answered myself. Yeah, so you're getting CPM power. And I think that is tier 5. Yeah. Okay. So we give this qubit just to border it. Someone has to do it, and howdy everyone. Hello, JD. You're absolutely right. Someone has to do it. I don't know what you're referring to, but I agree with you. Someone's got to do it. For life, I tell you, for life. Oh, okay. Phoenix made a new enemy. You know what? That's kind of surprising. I thought I was like Phoenix's sworn enemy. I'm okay if someone else takes the heat. Works with me.
This.
Feed the rubber band better. Someone has to do it. All right. Hang on. Let me prepare over here. I still haven't set up chat to show up on the camera. I keep forgetting. It's been like 2 weeks. Let me take a drink and then I'll do it. You know what, JD? For you, I'm going to use up the last of the colorful rubber bands. We only have like a couple. So I'm going to use the rest of them. Anyways, I'm gonna go do that. I don't have mics over there, so you can't really hear me, but I'll do that. Easy. But yeah, that is the last of the colorful rubber band, so I should probably disable that point redeem so I get more. I think Burning is lying about the redemption being every 5 minutes. I mean, is it 5 minutes? I don't know how long it is. I set it up last time, but that was a while back. Okay, I'm gonna have to disable the feed the rubber band ball, but better because we're out of better rubber bands. Let me take a look at that 1 point redeem. It's every 10 minutes. Thank you for that, by the way, JD. I appreciate that. And I'm sure the rubber band ball appreciates it also. So I can get fermented spider eyes directly from this, but like does it matter if I use soul fragment? Not touching that. I guess I'll just try to find a regular spider. Right. I mean, yeah, regular spiders totally fine. There's like a million spiders. It can be like literally any kind of spider. I mean, if you want me to, I can increase the time to like 11 minutes. Wouldn't that be funny? Output. You can have the experience obelisk. I'll give you the anvil and then enchanter. Everything here. And then output bus. And then how am I gonna do this? I think I want to like trash. I gotta figure out how to set this up. I don't know. We have the power to make the biggest rubber band ball. It's true. You absolutely do. Every contribution is remembered, and I appreciate that. Where is the whatever this is, EEC. If you Google the world's biggest rubber band ball, I think it's doable. But I will be honest, the dude spent like $15,000 or something like that. That's just a random number I came up with, but it's probably what he spent to get there. So with inflation, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money if I intend to beat the world record, which right now I physically can't because I don't have a space to put it. Maintenance hatches any bottom casing. I guess we go right here. Right there. Okay. What do you mean has problems? What's wrong with you? Oh, you don't have an energy hatch, right? You're getting ZPM power? Because I can. Right here. Then fix. There we go. Is allowed to spawn infernal mobs. Does not affect mobs that are always infernal. I don't think I care about that. Ritual mode, don't touch that. Void all damaged and enchanted items. Yes. I only care about spider eyes. So I'm gonna have to do something about the voiding here. Let's figure something out. First of all, let's power the thing. I need some transformers. Okay. I think I'm gonna have like a little mob farm subnet here. This is going to be a passive thing unless I need a truly ridiculous amount of items, which then I'll consider to fully automate it. But right now I don't see the need to. I only need a couple spider eyes to get this thing going, and I haven't really needed anything else. I guess I'm going to regret it in a little bit. I'm by a biggest chainsaw in the world powered by Chevy. Oh, I've seen videos of that before. It's so funny. They get like the thickest tree in the world and they just cut it with a massive chainsaw that has no business being that massive. I've seen that before. That those engines are stronger than like what I drive to work. It's crazy. I love that. All right, we need to set up a way to make powered spawners. This is gonna the heck was that? This is gonna be so atrocious. Trying to set up the soul binder, especially. I hate it. Throat's a little dry. Hang on. I mean, do I even need the creeper? I was using gunpowder for something. I don't think you know what? I'm just going to replace it. I don't want to do this. Oh, for sure, stab alloy. We don't really need this anymore. We're farming an inappropriate amount of uranium and titanium already, so I don't care about stab alloy. So I just need to combine with the broken spawner in an anvil. Oh, I just need to find a spider spawner. Yeah, that's the thing. When it gets so large, I can't do it by hand anymore. So that's gonna be something. So I need a broken spawner. Is that how it works? Combine with the broken spawner in an anvil. I need a spawner. Am I gonna go exploring for one? Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. Biblically accurate soldering job. Okay, so I think the best place to find I don't get. What do you mean he said what I just said? Oh, I don't know what you're saying. Broken spawner. 319 different soul vials. Okay. So let's get a couple of soul vials. I need to find a spider. And we might actually have something here. Nope. And then a broken spawner, which is probably best found in the nether. Can you rate my soldering skills? I mean, 9 out of 10, because I don't know otherwise. We go to the nether. I think the nether's probably the best bet to find. Oh, you know what? I have another spawner over here. That's dirt. Don't be fooled by that. That's just a texture pack I have forgotten to take off. Yeah, we have a spawner over here. Forgot about this guy. Never mind, he's gone. I would imagine that the nether is the best place to find spawners, because I can just go to the nether fortresses and steal the blaze ones. I don't know where else would be good for spawners. I haven't been to the nether in a while. Yeah, move so fast, relax. I remember this. I spent so much time trying to find, like, wither skeletons. I remember this. It was a good, like, 2-hour flight. Getting a lot of memories here. And I guess while we're on the topic of... you're fine, Phoenix. Spamming is okay if it's an accident. And I guess while we're on the topic of, like, exploration... Whenever I do exploring like this is... I think I mentioned it in my compact claustrophobia. Shameless advertisement, but... yeah, you can look at my YouTube. I also have a compact claustrophobia playthrough going on there. Spider spawner in Twilight. Oh, the maze ones, right? You're right. Where the heck? My map reset. Never mind. I gotta find it myself. The TC ones. You know, we live in a. What are you? Ouch. I mean, what did I expect to happen? Should I turn off the resource pack? Because it's getting me a little confused here. Oh, over here, over here, over here. There's absolutely spawners in here, right? Hello? Oh, no, don't push me. Oh, right there. I see one. I see one. Are you spider? No, you're skeleton. But I can... I'm probably going to want this anyways. Red caps, I hear they're super important for Thaumcraft, so I'll take it. Where are the other spawners? This texture is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if everybody knows the backstory behind this texture pack, but I might as well explain it. I was trying to work on thumbnails for compact claustrophobia, and GTNH has a way to get HD pictures of like whatever items you're looking at. And if you don't know about it, I can show you. For example, if I search up dirt, for example, right? Every single thing you see here in the NEI window, you can actually go to Tools, Data Dumps, Item Panel, set this to PNG, and then whatever dimensions you want. I think 256 is the best. And then you click Dump, and it actually sends it to your mod pack folder, and it gives like a 256 by 256 resolution image of all of this stuff. So I was using that for my thumbnails, but I didn't know how to get a 1.12 mod over here without remaking the mod. So I just made a resource pack that replaces Minecraft vanilla dirt with the giant compact machine just for the thumbnail, and I just haven't taken off the actual resource pack. So I'm looking for the maze. You know what? There might be something here too, right? Hello. There's books if I needed books. You're gonna trigger some random tryptophobia. Yeah, true. Don't look that up, by the way. Why am I looting? I'm rich. Oh, what are you doing? Scared me. Just gonna drill through the entire castle. You know what? I don't care. Drill through it. I'm trying to find. Oh, I see that dirt creeper. What is that spawner? Skeleton. Is it just skeleton spawners? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm out here in UEV tier exploring. What am I doing? I know there's those hedge mazes that have spawners, and I think the giant trees also have spawners. One of these guys should have it. I think. No? I got pushed around. You guys saw that, right? No, I guess not this guy. I forget which kind of tree has it. But there's one of the trees with a boss on top of it. I don't think it spawns spiders, actually. Probably making people so mad right now. Send a pic of the soldering iron. You know, every time I picture or I hear soldering iron, I always think of the one in GTNH, this one. I think they got the artwork pretty good. It's also the resource pack also. They got it pretty close, I think. Where's Spider? Oh, this actually absolutely bugged out. So another random fun fact about our world is that its Twilight Forest is kind of corrupted somehow. This is supposed to be a Naga fight, but it's not. I don't know where it went. I'm pretty sure it used to be there, but it's just gone. So I have to go like a couple hundred blocks out or something like that to find new chunks to actually get the Naga to spawn. But I don't really need it. I think I have all the Twilight Forest completed except for the what do you call it? The acid rain part. The troll burr or whatever you call it. Yeah, like this stuff. I don't think I have this. Actually, Hollow Hill is what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for spiders. Hello? I'm always scared of shooting my arrows because it's very easy to shoot one of those witch spiders that like reflect all like projectile damage to you. And if I'm shooting them with 256 damage arrows, it's gonna hurt me real bad. I still remember my very first playthrough. Yeah, you're getting took. You know, that's probably all I need. I just need one. Yeah, because I can convert this to this guy. And then combine that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back home. Hello. I'm going to call you KG because that's a lot of characters in your name, but hello. So I'm in a little bit of a rabbit hole right now, which involves getting a spider spawner of all things because we need fermented spider eyes. Of course you do. Did you see the Mad Lad upload today? I don't know who Mad Lad is. I don't know why I'm searching it for it here. Someone got moon in 41 hours. What the heck? How the heck? You know, I know there's a speedrunning community for this, but 41 hours seems like really fast. Alright, you're going to take about 50 years to complete. Oh, yeah. Are you even getting enough power? Why are you connected there? You should be connected here. True mad lad. All right, this is gonna take forever. Actually, you're not even getting power. No, you're getting power, just not enough. I want to see TTS attempt to name Kate Fisher for funsies. No, I didn't hear about that. That's wild. The 10-minute timer still isn't up. That's funny. So this guy's gonna take. You're not even getting power, right? How much power do you use? 8,000 RF per tick. I mean, it's not. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. So you're gonna get moved. Is LUV power enough? You should be enough if I give you LUV. Input. That's still wild though. I gotta check that out. Is that on the videos page on the GTNH Discord? Because I gotta check that out. His video was like for sus. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, full 41 hours or sleep. I'm joking. Wait, no, don't tell me I deleted it because I broke it. I absolutely did, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't think about that. Okay, note to self: don't break your soul binders while they're crafting. They get deleted. Yeah, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. So you do get the full 25,000 range, and you're only going to spend 8,000 RF per tick. So you should be good after I actually get this going. But yeah, I'll check out the video. And I'll also check out the Twilight Forest again, because not Twilight. We need another spider. It can be pretty much anything. I just need any spider. I just know it. Someone's being a little quiet in the background with their mouse on the redeem button. Gonna snipe it from Phoenix. Let's get you. Vanilla spider. Thank you. I did get it right. Yeah. All of this for some spider eyes. Okay, don't break this. I don't have enough levels. That's fine. I have this guy over here. Thank you. You're still so slow. Is there a better capacitor I can make? I know I can make like the stellar. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. It is 10 minutes for everybody. You need 4.7K ohm resistor, and I have about 50 of them, but I don't know where they are. You don't have a nerd box? Back in undergraduate school, I always had a nerd box with me. It's what I called my box of random things like resistors, wires, other passive other components really, and it's just some random things that that I've accumulated over my undergraduate years. I don't know where the nerd box is. I think it's still in my brother's room. And I'm pretty sure the last time I looked into it, there was like a piece of a broken robot car in there. It's 10 minutes. See, Phoenix would know if she was mod, but she chose not to be mod, just to have a pink thing next to her name. How far into UEV are you? I mean, you can pretty much consider me in the very beginning of it. I haven't really moved past the very first quest. I've been building up to it, though. and a lot of it is just the lack of bacterial vats have been the issue. So now it's a big lesson I've learned that uh, the pack heavily revolves around bacterial vats around here. So you have to basically get them going. Yeah, I'm at tier 5 water, but tier 7 water is maybe even go all the way. That's a lot of words. Is that the best one? No, there's one more water, right? There's tier 8 water's the last one. I think tier 8 water's the best one. How far do I have to go for this stuff? Match. How do you get the controller here? Oh, we're not that. I mean, it looks atrocious, but we'll get there eventually. And tier 8 at the end of UEV. Okay, but yeah, we're pretty much there already. It's just that a lot of the past couple of episodes have been preparing for that. So if you see everything past this line over here, everything past it, it's just been catching up with things that I should have done. There's a lot of things I should have done. But that's completely okay, you know, it's just part of the learning experience. And I've learned a lot, like, since so many automations to work on. And bacterial vats, most of this has been to support bacterial vats. I don't know what to tell you, Phoenix. I don't have like a blacklist or anything. Even if there was, I wouldn't do that. It's a little rude. Hurry up. Oh, it's almost done. But it's been pretty fun. Like, we're at this point. Okay, we have a spider spawner now. Gonna go ahead and do this. I'm not doing it on purpose. No. You can go back in the videos and then, like, prove to yourself that you were a major reason why I made the other one, like the reduced count. Spider. 500 bacterial vats. Not yet, but I might have to do that. I'm working towards that. That's probably what's going to end up happening, I'm sure. How about you? You seem to be very knowledgeable about GTNH at this point. How far have you gotten? That sounds condescending, and I don't mean it like that, but I'm just curious. Do people actually use mobile Twitch? I mean, if you're having 10 million yeast, which is pretty good. With people, I get to UHV, so that's pretty good. I'm in my birds aren't real stage. What does that mean? Oh, you even have reels of resistors. Oh. Okay, so I gotta figure out I'm gonna do a subnet for this. I need a quartz fiber to actually do this, because there's gonna be a lot of junk that comes out of here, and I don't know how to deal with that. But I'm actually doing a solo run, but that was started last night. That's pretty impressive, actually. Still at Stone Age. I mean, at this rate, you'll probably get here faster. You'll probably beat the pack faster than I would, honestly. I'm sure of it. Not being sarcastic. If you're already willing to make 500 bacterial vats, you'll get here in no time. All right, I'm gonna have all of the stuff is gonna be sent. No, I need you to. Oh, you're gonna be like that, right? I can never understand how to place these. You're gonna have a big drive. I mean, you gotta beat it in 41 hours. I fully believe. But yeah, I'm interested in that video. I'll check it out after the stream. So the subnet, the idea is going to put all of the items into here. And then I'm going to have a cell workbench and another ME chest with the void cell to delete all of the trash things that I really don't want to deal with. And I'm probably going to also need an MEIO port to help me out. How expensive are hypers? You could probably just make... I'll make one. Like streamer luck or... I don't know. I think you know what I mean when I say streamer luck, right? Or dream luck. I don't know. Was there anything ever that came out of that whole dream fiasco stuff? I don't know too much about it, really. Yes, everything's going to be facing upside down. So the idea with this... Oh. Fighting the Wither like they... Like, when did we fight the Wither? Like episode 40 or something like that? I don't know. It's been a while. I was going to do something here and I completely forgot. Void cell. Not VoIF. There's one right here, actually. This one has a bunch of weird stuff that I don't actually care about. Yeah, I'll take that off. Healing axe. Definitely OP. I'm going to give this a priority of 1000, so we void everything first. And let's do this. You're going to have a quartz fiber right here. Well. No. Also, you're going to be a different color. You're a subnet, and I usually just give my subnets brown color for whatever reason. There's really no other reason than because I can. We'll give that quartz fiber, power that up, just like that. And if I want to access this stuff, let's get a storage bus and an interface. Like that. And a storage bus to extract only. Yeah, healing axe is just a good item to have because eating is like, I mean, I'm sure we've all done it before. It's pretty slow. Is that it? So the idea with this is we have an output bus, right? It'll feed into this whole subnet over here, prioritizing voiding stuff. But if I don't know what to void, it'll just get stored here, and that's completely fine with me. Acceleration cards. Let's take 2 of you and a hyper one. Like that. Okay. So if I were to... I can actually probably just turn this on right now. So this is going to make a bunch of stuff that I don't really know what to do with. I'm honestly just going to leave this. I'm just going to leave this running. I'm just going to leave it running. Someone remind me to turn it off. Otherwise it's going to... I don't know. I'll just leave it like that. Anyways, all of that was to make fermented spider eyes. I need to put this in a mixer, actually. Right there. So if I try to craft a couple of you, I can. How do I don't even know how I have this many mushrooms. Oh, you could be made in a tree grow simulator. That's really good to know. I'm not gonna mob farm you for mushrooms. Okay, so fermented spider eye. I got that. All of that was to get water to get E. coli. That took a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Give me E. coli. Not literally. Now, what do I do with this? Beats me, but that's part of the quest. All right, and then E. coli bacteria fluid cell. It's going to start producing here. I think I'm going to modify that bacterial vat over there to make me multiple of the fluids. So, for example, I can actually give them all super tanks, I think is what I'm going to end up doing. I don't know why I have this many, but I'm not going to complain. So, let's turn it off so I don't break anything. This is what I'm going to do. You're going to be basically separate from each other. Actually, no, I can do this. Yeah, okay, watch this. Okay, I have an idea, So I'm actually going to keep it there. I'm going to keep the setup here. That guy's loud. I'm going to be working over here, and you're going to be annoying, so you're getting muffled. Shush. Okay. I guess I am going to connect it. And what I'll do is just replace this guy. As I need different fluids. Oh, he's active? Uh-huh. I broke it. Only thing is, you need to find a specific dungeon to get the enchantment table to activate the sigil. Oh, he crafted it. I guess that makes sense because I'm pretty sure we spent 41 hours just getting the healing axe by exploring and making all the foods. Oh, come on, come on. Alright, I think it's good to go. Yeah. Okay. So this guy is going to be... We have a lot of yeast fluid, sure. I'm going to take this off because I don't think I really need to. And then what I can do is, I guess put this down first. I'll leave this over here. I'm just going to put it right in front. Put it right there. Eat my terra wart because I'm starving. I never understood the reasoning for that. Is that because like your back hurts for carrying super heavy liquids? I don't know. Okay, but I should be able to... Are you actually like trying for the speed run? That's pretty cool if you are. But what I'm going to do is give all of these E. coli. That sounds funny. Like that, and turn it on. And now we have E. coli being produced. You know you love it. I'm going to probably just shut this off, honestly. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of... We already have 6,000 spider eyes for whatever reason. Is this being used somewhere? I don't think so. I'll leave it there, though. Okay, but we have E. coli being produced. Yeah. Now this wants me to make fluid cell of it. Where are my fluid cells? Empty cell. I'm raising a friend to the moon before he goes to college. Oh. Best of luck to you and your friend. Phoenix and Allie would not believe that I'm actually completing quests in order. I have to, because I just don't know otherwise. Liquid DNA cell. Enzyme solution cell is all of this. And this is what I need for all the other stuff. So I do need E. coli. Okay. This is first solar run too. That's absolute unit. Let's get a centrifuge over here. That's funny though. Need a maintenance hatch for this. You need a CPM energy hatch for this as well. Let's give you stocking input and output hatch. You don't know to make any. Make 10 of them. You get your maintenance hatch over here. Muffler needs to be on top. Okay. Qubit. I got qubit right here. Right there, you can be you, and you can be output. Oops. One block off. Speaking of other content creators, by the way, since you mentioned the Mad Lad that posted speed run, I've actually been I actually started watching Karax 82. It's been overdue. He's been on the list of people that I've wanted to watch. I've started watching his stuff. Not the GT&H stuff because I don't want to spoil myself, but I've been watching Divine Journey 2 because I was feeling a little bit of nostalgia. That pack, especially 1.12 and Divine Journey 2, if I'm looking for like nostalgia, that is it. 1.12 and Divine Journey 2 heavily hit. They activate my nostalgia stuff. I'm going to give this a input bus because it sounds like I'm going to have to set circuits. So I'll give those back here. Right there. Average Gregtech player is a true mad lad, though. How come? I've heard about him, but I haven't seen stuff yet. I generally don't like to watch GT&H playthroughs. I don't like to watch a playthrough of something I'm currently playing, is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of dissonance. Is that the word? Conflicts? I don't know. But I'd rather watch something that I haven't really played. And it's enough Gregtech on not one but 2 Stargates, and he is going for another. Is he going for that gate god role? Absolute mad lad. Yeah, that's wild. There we got E. coli. Sure, right there. That's crazy, though. The gate god is the role for the 3 of them, right? Is there anyone else that has that? How achievable even is that? Maybe he is on season 3. That's crazy. I don't see anything wrong with it either, right? It's just, it's another game you enjoy. And if you enjoy it, then can't shame anybody for that. That's impressive though. I've always said that I was gonna try to get Gate God, but I'm not too sure if I will, honestly. Maybe I'll do like one-off runs, but it's still a future thing I gotta think about. And I'm not saying that because I got bored. I'm getting bored of GTNH. That's not the case at all. It's because I've been doing the Let's Plays and I've been really enjoying those. So there's a decision to be made sometime in the future, is if I'm going to be. It broke. As soon as Phoenix said that, as soon as she said, I'm gonna shame burning, I lagged. Confirmed Phoenix hacking. But anyways, yeah, what was I trying to say? No, I'm not getting bored of GTNH at all. Completely the opposite. I always try to find the time to play a little bit every day. But me playing the Let's Plays of other packs, I've been really enjoying as well. So there's a decision to be made at some point where it's like, am I gonna stick to like spread my time between GTNH and another pack, or focus on one or the other? Haven't decided on that yet. It's still gonna be a while because this pack has a lot of it's a lot. I've been almost at it for 2 years, this one playthrough. I feel like Hamcorp is getting real close to burning out. It happens, and again, like, I don't think anybody can be blamed for that. We all got our like different things, right? You're gonna get E. coli. You're probably not gonna like it, but you're gonna get E. coli. So I'm trying to make liquid DNA, which can be made with E. coli or yeast. I can also use yeast, but I'll use E. coli because I'm producing that actively right now. Circuit 10. So give this circuit 10. Go. Give me stuff. Are you that slow? Really? I refuse to believe you're that slow. Oh, but you're also trying to... Okay, you can also do this recipe. Yeah, that's also a big reason why I've been like I haven't experienced burnout, is because I don't I don't record, I don't do streaming every day. And especially because like I already basically play GTNH in real life. I do work on actual assembly lines, and it's like the same mental energy I do at work. Which brings me to that conversation I had earlier, where this entire week was like trouble at the plant because of like bad parts. I think the end problems we had was 1,500 units were bad because they had the wrong serial number programmed into them, and I had to figure out how to fix that. Basically how my week went. And what better way to spend from a busy week at an assembly line by coming back and playing with actual GTNH assembly lines. I don't get to leave. It doesn't stop. Yeah, but what's really helped me out was not spending every day playing this, because I think I would absolutely get burnout if I were to play this every day. I can't do that. I need the time to think about other things. There was a time a couple months ago where I pretty much was playing every day. It's tough. It takes a strain. He went on a rant about how tier 8 water ain't possible. That sounds like Sniffity. We have another like close friend to Restless Club. He shows up and he complains about how the chemistry is not real. All right, let's get an empty cell. I'm gonna pick up this liquid DNA. We should have some amount of it. Thank you. And then I need to make fluorescent. That's don't make me put it in a weird mixer. That's just weird. But I think I'm gonna have to set up a recipe for this anyway. So I'll leave it running for now, and then I'll come back to this. And I think what I'm going to do is actually set up a mixer for this, because I do need to get this going. You're going to be a regular interface, though. Get 2 of you. Oh, you know what? I have a piece of paper for this, don't I? Yeah, I do. Where is it? UA. Yeah. Make me a universal automation shenanigan stuff. The mouse sniffity mission. It's true, though. Every time he shows up, he always complains about how unrealistic the chemistry is. Every single time. Like, he just looks... I just scroll, like, 1 second, and he's like, what the heck is this? It makes no sense. And he would absolutely complain if I were to show him the bacterial vat and what I'm doing here. I haven't seen too much of Hamcorp yet. I will admit that I'm not very wary of a lot of the GTNH content creators. Oh, you're already running out. I'm going to pause you. And there's definitely more people I should be watching. But again, it's I also prefer to like keep my content consumption separate to what I'm playing. Yeah. Let's say that. This shouldn't be too long at all. But the whole idea of this little thing is that I just make a bunch of stuff and then it gets ready. Let me double check if I have enough channels for this guy. I'm going to add a universal automation for this. Tortilla. How many things do you have? You got 14. You're fine. Man is literally coding a mod about dragons and dinosaurs, but the chemistry, yeah, it's true. I forget about that. He's actually like one of the mod devs for Ice and Fire, right? No. Worm Roost, not Ice and Fire. Yeah, Worm Roost. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. I know someone kind of famous. Hey guys, did you know my friend is a mod dev for Worm Roost? I don't know if he still is. It's been a while, actually, yeah. Small world, right? All right. Speaking of small world, I think it's about time for me to take a break. It's been 2 hours, geez, and I haven't stood up yet. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let this stuff craft. It can, like, definitely finish by the time I get back. I should probably increase like the crafting because this is taking forever. So speaking of water, I'm gonna take a quick break, refill my drinks, and then I'll be right back. Just a couple minutes. I'm gonna restart the song too because I really like this song. I'll be right back. Thank you. Drink your water, stretch your legs. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting better, I promise you. It's my rubber band ball. Look at him go. Now, if you didn't know, I have a rubber band ball that I'm growing. I mostly bring it up on the streams, but I thought I'd bring it up on the Let's Plays as well. And here he is. So I kind of wanted to try something. I'm probably going to regret this a lot, but let's say every like I get on this video, I will add 1 rubber ball or 1 rubber band to it. I have a whole pack of them here, just waiting to be used. hope that answers the question of what texture pack I'm using. I also included a link to the GTNH wiki that has more resource packs there for you to check out if you're interested. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like for this to be a series where I answer some frequently asked questions. So if I get any more, I'll be sure to answer them. But for now, take care. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah. I can do a key change. Whoops, that was the wrong note. I already forgot. Hang on, wait. Yeah. I can do another key change. There's another one. Whoops. I'm eating a cookie. Hang on. Okay. I got these little, I think they're called tiny monster cookies from HEB. Pretty good. Not as good as cowboy cookies, though. Alright, I gotta catch up here. It being baryonic stabilized means it's being stabilized with more matter or making it dirty. Oh, okay. He builds multi-blocks by hand. That is absolutely cause for burnout. How the heck? Including DTPF and compact fusion. Oh, that sounds funny. Cowboy cookies or cookies for cowboys? Okay, I don't know really. It's been a while, but you can Google HEB cowboy cookies if you really wanted to know. It's been a while since I got them. Right now I'm eating monster cookies though, also from HEB. You're so Texan, what the Today, I think you showed up a little late, Phoenix, but I had a discussion earlier about what I'm eating for like snack today. And I'm so Texan today. Yes, that's another adult beverage I'm drinking, which brings me to the conversation point I'm gonna make. So went to HEB, right, which is like exclusively Texas. Over there I picked up brisket, of course I did, for dinner. And for snack I got myself mini monster cookies, which are HEB brand. In those monster cookies, there's M&Ms, oats, and pecans. For my adult beverage for the week, I got pecan beer, which is just extra Texas. And then for soda, I also picked up some cream soda. Hell yeah. I refuse to build my multi-blocks by hand. I attempted to build the Mega Apiary by hand, and oh yeah, by the way, his name is Moby. I forgot about that. But I can't imagine something like the DTPF. Oops, that's not how you spell it. No, they're pretty good. I don't know why they're called cowboy cookies, honestly, but they're pretty good. But he built this by hand. By the way, KJ, is it okay if I call you KJ? How many of these do people are people expected to make by the end of their playthrough? I'm curious. And it's also crazy to think about how, based on the quest list, we're only 2 quests away. Obviously, it's not actually true, but physically 2 quests away. I'm so mad Burning didn't get us pixie sticks. I mean, I would have gotten you a snack if it was one of the good ones, but you chose the wrong answer. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. That's right. I was going to set up the mixer. Thanks for reminding me. A lot of people have 16. I was gonna say what the heck, but that probably sounds right based on the amount of things that this thing needs. And the fact that you probably want this to be running 8 hours nonstop for it to be fully functional, right? Yeah. I get that. So what am I trying to craft? Let's go back to here. Drink some juice, actually. Why did I say juice? That's wild. That's a lot. Fluorescent DNA. People have it running for way more than 8 hours. I bet. $11. I need 11 of you. I don't have a Circuit 17 already, right? I highly doubt it. No, I don't. And you're only used for... Actually, no, this is a good thing I did this, because I think I need sodium cyanide for super glue. Somewhere down here. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Okay, so this works. For passive infinity space-time tesseracts. Other stuff. I'm going to have a lot of fun when I get to that point. And you guys don't know the amount of, like... dopamine? Is that the word? Whenever we actually get the DTPF set up, man, it's going to be a good day when that happens. Every day is a good day out here. Are you stackable? All 10 of them are stackable. That's a good sign. Okay. So how to set this up? We break this. We give this 2 of you. We give this 1 of you. We give this... Look at that. I have everything nice and prepared for me. And then we give this a drive. And then we give them all 10 cells. And then we give this a... Oops. Quartz fiber cable. And then... It'll be at least a couple days. Is that really what I have to do? Yeah, it's quite a while. Really the main frog in my throat, drink water. That's what I get for eating cookies. Really the main thing we've been doing the past couple of episodes is working up towards the mothership. We did get the schematic overnight. I mentioned it at the start of the episode, but I guess I haven't really talked about it recently. We got the shuttle schematic. Thing was expensive as heck, though. Oh, that was a quest. Okay. But, of course, we need... yeah, that's what I'm working on. Is Radox polymer for the... for something to do with the... I think it's the next tier of... Yeah. Lightweight alloy ingot. All of this stuff, I need the polymer, and that's what I've been working on. It's a rabbit hole for sure. Okay. So we need to give this... Wrench it that way. Blocking mode. Give this a blocking card. Give this a conduit. And then conduit probe. Copy. Paste. Bookmark U. Filter. This is on black. The conduit probe doesn't really look at the filtering, which sounds like a feature update that should be a feature update. But they don't do that right now. Alright, and then you can connect over there. Right there. And then... that's honestly probably all I need to do, and then connect it over here. Yeah, doing it this way, like, makes things so much easier. Okay. Should put everything away, I guess. Sure. Opticals are the last real circuit line. I mean, it's not really that bad once you get xenoxene, right? I can't even spell optical. No, that seems pretty bad. Piconium is like, takes forever to craft, I think. I think we're past due for a mega alloy blast melter also. Yeah, we're past due. Not gonna make it yet though, because it's not a priority. So online blocking mode, you have blocking card. I think that's everything. Since the only other ones are picos and quantums, which are only one type each. Okay. Let's make this recipe here. This one. I'm just gonna. Sure. How much liquid DNA do I have? That's too much. No. Do that. Yeah. Those are UMV and UXV respectively. That's a whole other world. And even just me being in UEV is already a whole other world. Let's make some. It bothers me that it's not capitalized, but that's just something we got to deal with. Alright, crafted actually really fast. Yep. And to complete this part of the quest, we need to have one cell of this stuff. Empty. Just need one empty cell of this fluorescent DNA. Thank you. Okay. Put it back. QFTs are at this. Oh, you know how much I would love that? You know how much of these machines get torn down once they get the quantum force transformers? Good point. Let me check it out here. Technically UEV, but if you look at all the stuff that it needs, never mind, they need UIV circuits. I think it's the next tier because we're not ready for that at all. I would love it though. It's gonna help me out so much. All right, this guy. Let me go back here. UHV. No, UV. Over here. I need to craft this stuff. I need a centrifuge with that. And I think this is going to be... what? I can use that, but I also need the enzyme solution, I think. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is set this up over here to be circuit... what? 17. You don't have item output space. Okay. Give it an output bus. There's just so much content to this pack. It's crazy. Every day I find something new to do. I'm gonna leave this running for a little bit because we do need a cell of this stuff, and then enzyme solution is this stuff. I need a lot of it actually. Is that the only way to make it? Yeah. Okay. I'm not miss me with reading any of this, but I think I'm starting to understand what this is doing. To copy cultures, you need to make a DNA sample first. Many of these have low chances, but this one's 100% chance. I imagine it is this one, right? Uh-huh. This thing makes a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, so we need more empty cells just to complete the quest. I need one of the enzyme, whatever. Yeah, this stuff. That completes that part of the quest, and then I need one for polymerase, however you want to pronounce that. And polymerase is a little tricky to get, right? Is that really the only way you can make it? It looks like it. Yep. You need a lot of E. coli. What the heck? Are you even running? You are. You're just a little slow. You already have 3 million, though. I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, if we do the math here, to get 1 cell of this just to complete the quest, I need, what is this, 4,000? 4,000 enzyme solution. Which needs this much. I forgot how to do this, like that. 400,000 E. coli bacteria. That's not a problem at all. In fact, they're actually almost done. Am I going to have to upgrade this because you're a little slow? Yeah, I will give it a UV energy hatch. Because I'm going to have to do this a lot, I think. Just need 1 cable. Pause. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much of a difference 2x speed does. It's kind of crazy. And it's probably going to be a little more than 2x speed because of the discounts that this gives. I don't think I'll ever fully understand the math behind discounts, but I don't just give it more power, really. It's like the main thing I can think about. So you need a transformer to step down from UHV to UV. There you go. Painted red. Okay. Turn it on for it to work a little bit faster. Okay. So if I check here, how much is this? We need enzyme. We got enough enzyme now, so I'm going to turn that off and then tell this to basically process all of that enzyme solution. Also circuit 17. Yeah, okay, and then turn that on. It just made all of it at once. Okay. I'm going to leave it at this stuff. I'm going to leave it there for a while, and then I'll come back to it later. All right, I should be able to pick up the poly something, whatever it's called, like that. There you go. Polymerase, and plasma membrane, which is somewhere in storage. We got 612. Can I eat it? Nope. Look at that. We actually completed a quest. My polyamorous friend got me in a mess of trouble again. The pod watchers are gonna get confused, but we're listening to Polyamorous by Breaking Benjamin. And just realizes it's kind of spelled like polyamorous. Okay, chill. So I need these DNA extraction modules. Do I just need to craft 1? I would imagine. I can't spell. Molecular ass, right there. Go for it. I would like 1, please. Thank you. You seem a little expensive. No, you're not expensive at all. To copy cultures, you need to make a DNA sample first. Many of these have low chances, but this one is 100%. Make sure you can figure it out yourself. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself, but keep in mind, oops, my tick, I have to right click every now and then. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself, but keep in mind that the modules are not consumed and that you may wish to use one of the IC2 crops for the detergent materials. Sure. Whatever that means. So these guys are not consumed. Let's get a chest going. I guess I'll use iron. I'm going to put that guy over here. Right there. Got lots of E. coli if I needed it. All right. Put the water back. I don't need that. Okay. So what I'm trying to make is this DNA sample flask. I'm trying to do this recipe that's going to get the E. coli stuff, so I need distilled water, detergent powder, ethanol cell. I have an ethanol cell. Detergent powder is going to be the weird one. Is this something that I have a seed for? We might have it. Let me double check here. Haven't been out here, but we might be able to use one of these crops. Ivy. Ivy is one of them, right? Yes, for detergent. So let me I didn't get the seed for it. It's fine. Let's try again. Something that can give me, I don't know what thyme is. Tulip, garlic, Yellowstone lily, dark oak. That. Carrots, essence berry, salt root, barley. Was glowflower one of them? So I can use either thorn vines. I can put this stuff away. I don't need that anymore. Flowering vines, ivy, or just regular vines. Okay. Thorn vines. I got the seed. It looks like thorn vines it is. Can I put more than one seed over here? Just disable this. Disable machine. Okay. Let's put setup mode is input. Does this work? I have no idea. Yes, we're getting one thorn vine. One thorn vine every second. How much do I need for detergent? 12. I don't know how I feel about that. But I at least know it works. I may have to upgrade it though. I'm not going to worry about it. Hope I don't need that much, but if I leave this running basically forever, I should be okay. I'll leave it like that. It's fine. Just one. Maybe there's another thorn vine somewhere here. What did it look like again? It was like a little yellow thing, right? It's not very descriptive, but that's what it was. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I might have some here. Maybe. Nope. What is this blackthorn? And it's so high. It's berry. Okay, don't worry about that. Well, do I have any like any kind of vines here then? Oh, look at this. This is just way better upgraded. Flowering vines is not as upgraded. Flowering vines is way more upgraded, so that's probably a better one to use then. Alright, we lucked out. I can use this. Yeah, because I'm not going to get one thorn vine. Input. Inventory. Take that guy out. Put you there. And then operating mode. And enable with redstone. There we go. I mean, it's 5, but it's already 5 times as fast. I'll take that. So let's set up some recipes to get the detergent. That'll just be this recipe over here in the extractor. And we have an extractor right there. I'm gonna take this off. I don't need that anymore. Make one. Thank you. So I'm looking for you. You're a 100% chance, right? Yeah. Let's get some distilled water. And then E. coli. I think that's everything. No. You're also going to need these sample flasks. Ammonia. I'd rather just use chlorine, honestly. Or was it autoclave? Autoclave. Right there. Don't know how to make glass bottles. How dare you? Don't make me extract it. Oh, what the heck is this? Old man snitches glitch Diablos. Oh, that's right. They told me about this. That's a hot fluid. I remember hearing about this. That's a lot of different things. Okay, how the heck? Am I gonna have to set up a thing for this? Oh yeah, I guess I am. Set up a fluid solidifier for this, or maybe I can also do a extruder shape and put it in the extruder. So let's make an extruder shape bottle. Let's make a pattern for this. I don't want to do this by hand. I need a solidifier blank right there. Then I'll just handcraft this guy. I already had one, never mind. So I'm going to put it here with the rod, because I don't think anything else can go in there. Yeah, glass dust doesn't work with... Oh, it does. Never mind. Don't put it there. What about here? Normal pipe. Extruder? No, okay. You can go right here. So I'm going to make a recipe for glass bottles. Over here. And make a stack at a time. Do that right there. Should be no conflicts. All right, so if I needed a sample flask, there we go. Yep, that worked. Thank you. So you're going to need that, a E. coli, and this stuff here. No? Hello? You're clean. I made sure of that. Is there like an order how to put this stuff? Oh yeah, it wasn't. Sure. All right, that quest is complete. Thank you. After getting your sample, you need to encode the information to a data orb. Again, many times, you have to do it repeatedly. The data orb is given back if it fails. Okay, let's make a data orb. We're learning. I have one already. It's the one I'm looking for is this one. The one with E. coli. This guy. So you're also using, I need the PCR thermocycle module. Sure. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Can I just craft it? Yep. Okay, thank you. I need a data orb. Mm-hmm. Polyamorous. It's polymerase. I don't know how to pronounce that. And a fluorescent DNA cell. I don't know if I put it back in storage. I don't think I did. Thank you. Might have to set up patterns for all of this stuff. You need to be there, there, there. And then you need to get more liquid DNA. I'll get the liquid DNA right there. I don't need you guys. And then I need the actual data orb and the module. Either the blast furnace is busy with something else or it is paused because we have too much power consumption. Not too much power consumption. Well, that's true, but I mean we're generating power. Streamer switch. That's what you're there for. Turn it off for a little bit. No? Are you stuck? I'm gonna leave the streamer switch on. As long as I don't make big crafts, we're usually okay. Okay, this whatever this thing is has finished. It works. Yo, is that the little project that you're working on? It didn't work. Hang on. Okay, I guess it's so picky about ordering. Okay, we have a data orb. Whatever that means. I'm gonna put this stuff over here. Leave this guy over here. And then that's that quest completed. Okay, so sometimes we're just gonna have like a low chance of data orb. But once I get this, doesn't that mean we're good? To copy a culture, you need a sterilized petri dish, a plasma membrane made from stem cells or gotten while making enzyme solution, stem cells, a data orb with the appropriate data on it, a UV biolab, a clonal cellular synthesis module. This thing looks kind of pricey. Let's try to craft it first before I finish the rest of that wall of text. There, am I out of, I am out of interface space. Uh-oh. That's fine. Thank you. All right, let's go back to this. You can change out the data orb for one with whatever culture you wish to copy. Keep in mind that it might be easier to make a second culture the normal way, and that there's generally an alternative recipe that uses the fluid it produces to make it with a higher chance. This recipe is the only one in NEI that uses this module. So you can... Okay. So we have to make this. And there's a 75% chance. Oh, no. So this is how you make the culture. That's a lot of steps. Okay, I think I'm pretty much good to go. I'm just gonna collect the E. coli and the actual module and complete that quest, and I should be able to do... I should be smart enough to do the other stuff. I guess we'll see, right? I probably have to set up more patterns and stuff, but... Is there a way to reset this data orb? I imagine I should be able to just use it. Oh, I can put it back in crafting space, yeah. Bye. Okay, so we should be good now. I just need to actually craft this thing. It's almost done. It is being worked on. Okay. So we got things to work on. To make this, I need the... basically this thing. If I want to copy it, we have to do something interesting. So one thing I can do is just make a bunch of view. Let me see here, because one of the quests here was unlocking this. General purpose fermenting bacteria. Oh, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do that. That's a I mean, it looks like it's about the same. So if you looked at NEI and tried to figure out how to make this, you were probably confused by the fact that you use the fluid it produces to make it. This is where NEI is lying to you. Like the previous recipe, NEI doesn't show it correctly. They should be around the same page in NEI. They both also appear, how to click, to produce sterilized petri dishes, even if that's not true. And both use unique modules. In order to make this, you need to make the rotten flesh bacteria culture, get the DNA sample, and then get the data orb. It changes its name to beta lactamase. That's normal. Then do the same thing for common yeast. Get the right yeast. You need to use the recipe to combine the information from the data orbs and get the common yeast plasmid from that. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. I'll come back to that. So how the heck do I get this? Plasmid synthesis module. This seems kind of a lot. How the heck? Out of all the things I've been trying to like not get flooded about, this is one of them. Do I just continue following this quest? Oh, here you go. First step is to make the Barnardifice culture, then the DNA sample, and then the data orb. If you didn't grab the saplings and dirt previously to grow more trees, head back to that. Use the same recipe as for the general purpose one, but use the data orb for Barnardifice instead of common yeast. You should get the Barnardifice plasmid. Again, it's the same recipe for the next step, but with that and the Barnardifice plasmid, this should produce culture, 7.5% chance. You should probably use a normal alternative recipe to make more culture, since it's easy to fail copying it too. Sure. So I think the first step is to make this stuff. So let's figure that out. I might even need to set up like an automation for this, maybe. Well, first of all, I'm going to need to make these petri dishes. So I think I'm going to... It looks like it's able to take looks like coordinates. That's pretty cool. It sounds like I'm going to need a ton of this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of this because there's only 7 point. Okay, so I think the first step is to make a couple of these and then start producing this stuff. Yeah. Let's get a couple of these going. So I'm going to need the trees for sure. An unknown liquid. So let's just focus on that first. So I'm going to need a bunch of petri dishes for this. I need a bunch of the Barnard C wood. Let's get a super tank going that can store a little more fluid. So what I'll do is just get unknown liquid right here. Thank you. And then take the pump out of there. And then I guess I can put you over here and import. All right, so now you're accepting all of that. And then here's another bunch of Barnard C wood. And then I'll leave that running for a while. So that's the first step, trying to get more of that. So leave that going. How much more Barnard C wood do we have? That's not how you spell it. Right here. We have the tree growth simulator. I think this is crafted already. No, crafted. I don't know why you're not crafted. Oh, it's because of the casing. I crafted the casing separately. Yeah. So that should be ready. I'll set it up to make the Barnard C wood because we're still going to need this stuff for xenoxine anyways. So I guess that's just going to exist for a while and I'll come back for it later. And the next step is to basically use that and put that in a bacterial vat, what we have over there. And I'm also going to need a lot of the liquid DNA, or this enzyme solution. So I'm going to keep processing that as well because we need tons of that. Okay. Plasmid sample flask. I think I'm going to have to craft a recipe for this laser engraver. So, looks like everything is just circuit 17. I'm just going to manually craft it and put it in the laser engraver. Do I have a laser engraver that doesn't have anything else in it? At least nothing that conflicts with emeralds. Okay, as long as it isn't it's gonna end up being in here. It's always in here. This one has just a bunch of weird things in it. Circuit 17 laser engraver. Do you conflict with anything else? No, you don't. So you're getting put in there. And then I just need a recipe for this. Wrong space. This one. Make a stack of you. There you go. Let's make a plasmid sample flask. Easy. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to set up a recipe for ethanol cells because I'm going to need a lot of those guys as well. Yeah, the first step is to get the plasma sample flask and then use that sample flask for something. I'll figure it out right now. But ethanol cells, I gotta be able to craft this. Probably just going to be a, what do you call it, a canner. Like that. I'm pretty sure we still have like a LV or MV canner. I haven't really moved this from a single block. Yeah, LV canner. I don't know if I'm ever going to need another one, but it seems to be working so far. Ethanol, we can craft this just fine, yeah. I also pre-craft like 100 of you. All right, what else am I going to need? Detergent. Let's check on flowering vines. We have plenty of you now, so detergent should not be too hard to come by. Make 100? Not enough. Let's make... There we go. Take a little standing break. It's not too bad, actually. Not a bad idea. Got you. Okay. I did a big stretch before I showed up on the camera. Very much needed. So I wonder why you're not crafting the detergent powder. Oh, really? How dare you? How much you want to bet avoid? Yeah, I avoided a little bit of that. That's fine. It happens. It happens. All right, let's go check on you. How are you doing? I mean, I got one. Okay. I just need one to start with, and then I'm gonna basically throw it out there. This is the wrong bacterial vat. This guy is the one with the E. coli. How much E. coli do I have? Not a lot. Mostly because it gets like processed immediately. So tell you what, this is probably something I'm going to be doing off camera. Because it's a lot of like babysitting. So I think the plan here is to go ahead and call it an episode because it is midnight. It is about time for sleepy times. So what's going to happen is I'm going to leave this running for a little bit. We have a bunch of unknown liquid in here and a bunch of this wood. Hopefully get a couple of these petri dishes. Once I get 4 of them, I'm going to go ahead and set them up out here into this guy over here to produce a lot of that fluid. And it's a good thing that it just needs water and sugar, just like all the other stuff. So we build up a lot of this fluid, and then we use that to make more of these petri dishes. And we use these petri dishes to make the sample flasks. And then we use this for, I think we have to get the data orb for it next. And then use that to try and get this plasmid sample flask, which we may have to do a general purpose bacteria now that I think about it. But we'll figure that out right now. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, so I'm going to go ahead and just call it a night here. I think it's a good time to do that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if anyone else is playing some GTNH. Say hello. We got some progress. Lots of conversation though, which is always great. Progress has been a little stalling though, because I'm trying to learn how to do the bacterial fat, the biolab stuff. But learning has happened. But I'm pretty sure I can say that I know how to do it. So I'll be back tomorrow. Small chance I'm going to be taking a walk at some state park. So maybe I'll be back a little late. We'll see. 50-50, I'll actually do that. But we'll be back tomorrow, continue with the bacterial vats. Hopefully I can find the courage to continue doing this overnight. Hey, let's go say hello to Evangel. Okay. For now, have a good night. Thank you for your time and support as always, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Take care. See ya.